What if everything we've been told about self-love is wrong? What if the endless grind to feel good enough is the very thing destroying our confidence? We scroll, we compare, we chase validation. And somehow, the more effort we put into loving ourselves, the worse we feel. But there's another way, an ancient way, a quieter, steadier path that almost no one talks about anymore. And it comes from Aristotle. Today, we're uncovering his forgotten method for building a kind of self-worth that can't be shaken. Let's be honest, trying to love yourself in today's world feels like a full-time job. You're told to do self-care, say affirmations, drink more water, grind harder, achieve more, glow up, level up, never stop improving. But underneath it all, you still feel like you're falling behind. Why? Because the modern version of self-love is built on comparison. This trap was identified long before social media existed. 18th century philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau described two kinds of self-love: amour de soi, healthy, natural self-respect, and amour propre, toxic, comparison-based self-worth. Amour propre is that voice in your head asking, "What do they think of me?" It's the craving for recognition, the jealousy, the obsession with approval, the desperate need to be seen. It's self-worth built on the shifting opinions of other people. No wonder it collapses so easily. We've built our identity on a scoreboard we don't control. But there is another path. A path Aristotle mapped out over 2,000 years ago. Aristotle believed the goal of life wasn't to feel good, but to be good. Not in the moralistic sense, but in the sense of building a strong, admirable character. He called this state eudaimonia, a deep, stable flourishing. And at the heart of it was something surprising: self-love. But not the modern version, not the treat yourself or love your flaws version. Aristotle said the real question isn't, should you love yourself? It's, are you loving the right part of yourself? This is the forgotten method. Aristotle believed there are two kinds of self-love, and only one of them leads to confidence that lasts. First, there's the shallow kind, the kind built on chasing money, praise, admiration, status, or pleasure. Aristotle said people who chase these things aren't selfish. They're simply loving the lowest part of themselves, the impulsive, insecure part. This kind of self-love makes us compete, compare, fight for limited rewards, and collapse under pressure. But then there's the higher form. This is the person who wants to build character, to be brave, just, honest, wise, temperate, kind. This person is also a self-lover, but a noble one. They love the part of themselves that can grow, the part that chooses what's right, the part that becomes stronger through action. And here's the twist. Virtue isn't scarce. When you act with integrity or courage, you don't take anything away from anyone. Your virtue actually lifts others up. This is why Aristotle argued the good person should love themselves most. Because when you build a good character, you help yourself, and you help everyone around you. Erich Fromm echoed this centuries later. The selfish person doesn't love themselves too much. They love themselves too little. Real self-love creates generosity, not ego. How do you live this out? Here are 3 simple practices. 1. Reflect daily. Take a few minutes each night to ask, where did I act like the person I want to be today? Where did I fall short? No judgment, just awareness. This builds practical wisdom. 2. Treat every action as character training. Courage is built by doing courageous things. Generosity by doing generous things. Integrity by doing honest things. You don't wait to feel virtuous. You practice it through your actions. 3. Rethink your inner critic. When self-doubt hits, don't fight it or believe it. Just ask, is this in my control? Usually it isn't. Your actions are. Be kind to yourself as you grow. You're a work in progress, like everyone else. When you focus on building virtue rather than chasing approval, your self-worth becomes unbreakable. It stops depending on other people. It becomes yours again. We spent so long chasing the wrong kind of self-worth, the kind that lives and dies with other people's opinions. Aristotle's forgotten method gives us a way out. True self-love is not a feeling. It's a practice, a daily commitment to building a character you can respect. When you love the best part of yourself, your potential to be wise, brave, and good, you build a self-worth no one can take away. If this resonated with you, tap like, hit subscribe, and tell me in the comments, which practice do you need the most right now? Reflection, character building, or transforming your inner critic? I'd love to hear your thoughts.